Hello. What's poppin'? How is everybody doing in 2021? My last video was 4 months ago, and I really wanted to have these videos where they are like at least monthly videos, just to keep you all updated. But let's just say I got kind of sidetracked. But hopefully everyone's doing alright. So today I'm just gonna try and like keep this as kind of sweet and short as possible, because I've got like quite a few things I want to talk about kind of like the summary of 2020 and what I have planned for 2021. So without further ado, let's cut straight to it. So 2020, we all know the story. We've all been there when we've had to deal with, you know, the circumstances of how the world was, and we're still kind of fighting. Like early in 2021, we're still kind of fighting or dealing with it, at least where I live. I'm not quite sure about the rest of the world, but we're still kind of dealing with the aftermath of it. But for me personally, it's been a pretty productive year in 2020. And I think ironically, because of the situation of everything, it just kind of forced me to just be more productive, if that makes sense. So, for example, I created my website, TeckGeck.com, which should be, if you want to go check it out. And ironically, that's like one of the best things I've done that year. Like, I don't even have to think about anything else. That was the best thing I did, like, in 2020, because it's such a useful tool. And I would like sometime in the future, I'd like to kind of create like some sort of video here of like why I'm looking at you, why yes, you should make your own website, and kind of the benefits and everything that comes with building a website. And it's only really limited by your own imagination, which is really cool. But I will come back to that subject of making more kind of content on this channel rather than just like vlogging and blogging and all the stuff in between as well. But yeah, talking about like kind of the kind of vlogging kind of side of stuff, 2020 was also the year where I created this channel. Well, not even like created, I've had this channel for like a while now. I think I created it in sometime around 2010. I created this channel. So I created this channel 10 years ago, but just never used it. And so I first uploading videos in 2020 for like just for vlogging stuff. But I've described this before in the past, where when I made my website, it's specifically the website builder that I use. Its purpose is to blog stuff, and I didn't have any intention of blogging stuff at all. So I just thought to myself, why don't I just have like a kind of like a vlogging channel as well that kind of pairs together with the YouTube channel, so it's one together in one kind of neat little package. What do I have planned for 2021? Some of the things have already been like kind of set out into motion, and it's pretty cool. So, you know, there's still going to be dealing with the usual stuff. I'm still going to be drawing. I'm still going to be making music, and I'm still going to be streaming on Twitch. Those things aren't really going to change. There's few things that have changed here and there. I do have like a new schedule with Twitch, but it's nothing like too drastic. It's still pretty much just the same stuff that I do anyway. But I achieved something really cool this year already, and it's something which was relatively easy to do, but thanks to a certain person I was able to get that set into motion. I do have some music available on Spotify now, so if you want to go check out the music, it should be down below. There should be like a playlist with just my music on it. There's only like one EP that's on there right now, but I do have more music planned to be published on Spotify, so you should definitely go check that out. So another thing I want to kind of experiment more with is more on the blogging side of things. So I did go ahead and I did buy this little kind of doohickey here. So what this does, I'm just going to get my run-of-the-mill Samsung. I'm going to slot it in here. I'm going to slot it in here. There we go. And now there we go. We've got like a makeshift kind of like camera kind of setup just by using your phone. And I think again this Samsung's I won't say it's new anymore. When I bought it, it was new. So I've had this phone for about 1 or 2 years, so it's past that point. It's 1 or 2 years old, but the camera on it's still like really good, or at least I think it's pretty good. And it's just kind of like this is just kind of more of an experimentation kind of setup. And say for example, if I really like blogging, and maybe like, you know, if I want to be outside and I can just literally just take this outside with me, I can do that. But again, like I said, if I do like blogging, I might upgrade and like get an actual proper camera, and we'll just do more stuff with it. But until then, I've just brought this just to be like a little kind of like experimental thing to see, just kind of like dip my toes in the water to see if I like it or not. So I can't wait to use this, and I do have a few things planned for this as well. But yeah, as I was saying before, how I feel like having a website is a really kind of handy and useful tool that people should have in their arsenal. And I want to make a video on that maybe at one point. But that's kind of like more of the things I want to do. I want to do like more kind of stuff that's not just blogging, and I want to do more kind of in-depth stuff. So for example, probably do like video reactions. I probably want to do some unboxing or building some sort of stuff. Probably do some reviews of things, maybe like a top 5, top 10 list of things that I like. So for example, the top 5 or top 10 list might go back to maybe top 5 reasons why you should have like a website, or top 5 favorite video games, because I'm literally like a big freaking nut about 3D platformers. So that would be really cool to do. But I don't know if again my audience here would appreciate it. Again, it just depends on what you guys want, and I'll kind of adjust it accordingly. Tell you what I want to do though, something I'd possibly want to learn is that I want to get back into 3D modeling and possibly animation as well. Because the thing is, I did used to do 3D modeling in the past. I used to use ZBrush Core in the past, but I only literally made one complete model, and then I stopped using it for some reason. I just stopped using it for some reason, but I want to get back into it again. More preferably, I want to kind of like animate stuff, because I've been like in 2020, I got like a lot into Dreams on the PS4. Like Dreams is like a little like kind of creation tool where you can make your own things. You can make your own games, you can make your own music, you can make your own 3D models and stuff like that. And it's a really kind of user-friendly kind of application, and it's really cool. And I think because of Dreams, it makes me want to kind of 3D model from scratch and then animate it from scratch using like actual probably like real world kind of applications again, such as ZBrush, as I just mentioned, and maybe kind of look into more applications, maybe like Maya or like Blender or something like that. And that is something I would love to do. So as you've probably already noticed, this video's probably been like edited, so not to break immersion or anything, but my past videos in the past, as well on this channel at least, they haven't been edited. They've kind of been done on the fly. I've been using OBS, literally hitting record and just doing it like in one go, like literally just filming it all in one go. But because of this being like a kind of thing where I've got to catch up on a few things, I can't do it all in one go. So I actually have to kind of like plan it out and like be like, oh, I got to talk about this, got to talk about that. Oh, I messed up this shot here, so I've got to redo it again. So this is probably one of the first videos on this channel where it has been edited, just to kind of wrap that up. I think the reason why I want to kind of do these blogs as well, because like I feel like I might want to achieve too much in a short amount of time, and it's just kind of more of a reflection just to say that I am doing kind of a lot of stuff already, and it's just more of a reminder for myself that I shouldn't really work too hard, because to be honest, I do want to get a lot done and I want to get so much stuff achieved. And I think looking back in 2020, I think I did do a lot of things and I did achieve a lot of things, but I just remember just being burnt out a lot. So just this here as well. It's just a reminder that I am human, and I'm only one person, and I can do so much stuff on my own. I've got a question for you guys though. I've got quite a few things I want to achieve. I might not be able to get all of them done this year, but I at least want to get 1 or 2 of them done, at least to like a kind of standard that I'm happy with. But with you guys, I want to know, have you got anything planned for 2021? Have you got anything that you'd like to achieve? Learn a new skill, maybe learn a new instrument, or just something, you know, maybe you want to catch up on a series. I don't know, you know, what do you want to do? I want to know. So let me know in the comments down below. And again, everything will be in the link down below, everything linking that's relevant and all that jazz. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. I don't know how to end videos still. It's going to just be some awkward endings before I learn how to do a cringe-worthy outro like, I love you all 1,000. It's it. But yeah, just again, everyone take care. We're still, you know, still dealing with the aftermath of 2020. But I'll see you all in 2021. Everyone, take care. And I'll see you in the next video.